Hey everyone, welcome. I am MisterBo. We should hopefully be live now and everything should be working. We are going to be reacting to the Ubisoft Forward Event, which will go live in just about 6 minutes. How you all doing? We've got Perishing Tidus here, we've got Freddy, we have Loco Guy, we have DJ Donnelly, we have Morty as well. We don't really know what we're expecting to see here. We know we're getting Assassins Creed Valhalla. We also know we're getting Watch Dogs Legions. Audio from my mic sounds fine. Let me just quickly test the video.
Surrounding enemies before getting to you, and they will expect the same from
Hopefully
you,
that should be alright. Ubisoft like to put a lot of copyrighted music in their trailers, so we're going to keep it on the quieter side in terms of the audio for that.
Especially on the road.
But I will mute that again for the moment whilst they're going over their pre-show stuff. Yeah, we know we're getting Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed. We know we're getting Far Cry 6 because that got leaked out on Friday, I think it was. And I don't actually know what else we're getting. I'll go to this screen for the moment whilst we're waiting. I think we're getting some Gods. Is it called Monsters and Gods? Gods and Monsters. I know that's getting a rename, so we'll probably see that here. I wonder if we'll get any Rainbow Six Quarantine, which was, I think it was supposed to be released by now already and got pushed back along with Watch Dogs. So I'm looking forward to that. I doubt we're going to see any Skull and Bones, which is like the more game, I don't know what you call it. It's like Sea of Thieves, but Ubisoft style. I know they like showed it off 3 years ago now, and then I think they went like back to the drawing board completely and started from scratch with that game. Have I tried the new DLC of Dungeons? Yeah, I did. I mean, it was only really 2 missions and a couple of extra secret dungeons. Minecraft Dungeons, it's a fun game, but it's just not enough compared to like other dungeon crawler RPGs, mainly like Diablo and is it Path of Exile? No, Pillars of Eternity. I get those two mixed up. But it's super light on its like dungeon crawler, so hopefully we get like a big expansion for that game, maybe introducing the Nether. That would be kind of cool to see. This isn't really connected to the stream, but I'm kind of sad that TikTok may be shutting down soon. Is it going to be shutting down soon? I've not even heard about that. I've never used it, so I don't really know. But we are 3 minutes away. Now, it's a Ubisoft event, and I think probably for the like last 5-6 years, maybe longer, they've always had like a one more thing where they like reveal a surprise game that no one knew about. Last year, it was... I'm not entirely sure. A couple of years ago, it was actually Steep. Last year, what was the surprise game? Was it Rainbow Six Quarantine? It might have been. I can't actually remember. The year before, I think it was... Oh, I'm forgetting now. I know a couple of years ago, it was Watch Dogs 1 when that first got revealed, and then Rainbow Six Siege. That was the surprise announcement probably 4 years ago now. But they always have like one surprise announcement that usually hasn't leaked, and I don't think anything's really leaked except for Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 6 at the moment. So we'll hopefully have something surprised to surprise us. How long we got? We got 2 minutes, not long now. Stream is looking alright. Let me just quickly fix some stuff on my end before we begin. How you doing, Damon? My cousin says you're a bootleg ninja. Let's see. Let me fix this up to that. Hopefully that will work. I'm just going to switch this image so I can make sure that's working fine. For Honor, what a game! I think that was one of the games that he surprised us with a couple of years ago. I loved For Honor when it first came out, and then the skill gap just got way too high for me, and I kind of got outclassed. Right, is that all working fine? Yeah, that looks good. Cool. All right, 1 minute to go. What is everyone most excited for? Out of the 3 we know about, Watch Dogs Legions, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Far Cry 6? Is there like one of those that you're more excited to see? Hey, Crash and Coco Bandicoot 4 fan, how you doing? All good. Was checking out Glitch Mob's Tsushima track, bang like the rest of them. I have not listened to that one yet. That came out on the release of it, didn't it? I've listened to the other three, but not that one yet. I was hoping they would do a vinyl release, but they didn't. I know they released, I don't know if you've seen, they released the original version of the track that Taiko did a remix of as well on, must have been Friday. They released the original version. I don't know if they've released the whole soundtrack, because it's got it up on the Records website. I'm not entirely sure. Rayman. I don't know if we're going to be getting Rayman. Let's get the audio back in because we've got 12 seconds to go. And yeah, again, Ubisoft like to use a lot of copyrighted music, so we're keeping it on the quieter side. So hopefully that's all right.
This is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft Forward. Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
Join us.
Do I still play CTI? Yeah, I do. I'm going to be streaming that later this week.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Mageed. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
Right, that should be all right in terms of audio.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what
Starting
the
off with
hackers
Watch
of DedSec
Dogs.
are getting into.
Does this tie in to Watch Dogs 1 and 2 other than DedSec?
The illegal painting spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last
Beyond Good and Evil 2, I don't think you'll ever
are
see
not
that.
the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an
Apparently it's in development nightmare.
criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group DedSec, whose mask is supposed to be dangerous.
This is cool. Cool style.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out, because I was not a foreigner. Then, they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out, because I was not a protester.
This looks sick. I was a little bit unsure after they showed it last year.
Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out, because I am not a street artist.
Yeah, I think London's a great choice. The thing I was a little bit unsure about is it being in the future. That's what kind of put me off originally. But hopefully what we see here today kind of reassures me. Oh, is he the bus driver?
And I realised that eventually they'd come for me,
Or is he a cabbie?
and there would be no one left to speak for me.
He's a cabbie. This game is going to be absolutely mental if you can play as every NPC. Harriet's just sitting, it looks so good, yeah. When we saw the gameplay demo last year, and they like went to Camden, it looked pretty spot on.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion.
Well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Oh.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not
What's
to
with like the art style for this trailer?
Authorities advise all residents.
We're getting gameplay?
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a long time.
Star
creator
reminds me
for
of Spider-Man
Ubisoft,
to the
and now he's
Spider-Verse.
bringing
Yeah,
his
it
vision
kind of had that
to
vibe
Watch
to
Dogs
it.
Legion.
Bit weird that they went
So,
for
what
like
we just saw was
a
an
more
amazing
artistic
short
style
film by the
than just
director
straight up
Alberto Mielgo that
game.
was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interested.
That's gonna be mental.
Help them with their problem.
Surely
play
you-
their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure.
Surely you
and
get to
I'll
a
do
point
what
where you
you
just
want.
see the
Sounds
same
like a
person
dead-sick
a
problem.
lot.
Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team. And then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've
Okay, so
chosen.
downgrade like Watch Dogs 1. Oh.
What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
I remember people like going super in depth looking at the reflections in Watch Dogs 1.
A modern metropolis built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up and one night to tear it all down.
Oh my God. Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone
I wonder if this
safe.
does tie into the other two at all, other than it's just a Watch Dogs
Ladies
game.
and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass,
Is that the route they're
CEO
going
of
here? As
Albion.
you said, like it's the new Assassin's Creed, basically.
Kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
Well, that was an image that was leaked out
London will
on
be
Friday.
the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything.
So we've got like
Party pills to
faction leaders.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers.
Reminds you of Saints Row 3 a little bit, since you can play through the game seriously or just go get goofy. Yeah. So that's the thing I don't like. They went with Watch Dogs 2. They went goofy. I prefer the more serious tone. Hopefully this has got a nice mix. Because I don't think people like the goofy side of Watch Dogs 2. Also, how you doing, Bix? Accents are a bit though. Yeah, they're probably all Americans.
Everyone could become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on Nigel.
I wonder how big the map
and that
is.
means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of
Tower of
London.
London. Of course they're called Albion.
Souls you see here
Is that like
are people we have
CTOS?
recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes.
Badly.
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy. He can even call his own cargo drone.
Well, that'll come in handy. Because Americans who had to watch 10 hours of EastEnders for accent training.
And who needs a regular old gun?
Oh dear.
Bloody nail gun.
Come here, you soidoid shithole.
Oh. I wonder if we're getting the anyone can invade you at any time multiplayer
we
back.
Approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
A real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders. But
I think you can play Watch Dogs 2 though, if I remember correctly, without actually ever killing anyone.
here we are.
Right?
Let's class
You could use the taser and the 8-ball.
Expert does have the unique
But yeah,
ability to summon
I really
their
like the
own
story
drones.
of
This little darling
Watch
is
Dogs
fast
1.
and stealthy.
She aims, she fires.
And I was hoping they'd continue that Aiden Pierce narrative. As well as the visuals that like all the UI stuff in Watch Dogs 1 was awesome. Take a shot every time they say bloody or LOLO or mate. That guy at the top's got like a weird like visor thing.
An officer like Brielle here might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted.
Yeah, you can totally go. I wonder if you can do that in this. I reckon they've probably gone away from that.
However, do anything suspicious, and
Well, maybe you can.
probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the defense minister on the line right now.
If you feel you must.
They've got to have Danny Dyer as a secret voice cameo in this game, right? They've got to.
Criminals running our streets. Illegals.
How many games have missed so far? Yeah, just Watch Dogs so far.
Assassinated by terrorists.
I have a feeling we get 15 minutes of each game. 15 minutes of Watch Dogs, 15 of Assassin's Creed, 15 of Far Cry, and then the secret game.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
That is too true. If this had been in Birmingham, oof. I had to put subtitles on.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
Of course he's called Mickey.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
He's your proper lad. Football lad. Hey Spyro, how you doing?
Drinking problem though. And he's passed out. We'll come back to him. You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional. It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
I still, until I play this game, I still won't believe that you can just pick any NPC. Like, I feel there's got to be some sort of catch to it.
An artist.
Beyond Good and Evil 2, perhaps? I don't know. I feel like I heard, maybe it's from Jason Schreier, that game is like in a real bad, maybe it wasn't him. There was a rumor maybe a couple of weeks ago that the game is in a real bad spot and it hasn't really progressed much. But that might have been fake.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not
In it.
everyone in London is a
I'm gonna hear that a lot.
assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero. So get out there, find the best recruits.
The off-brand Aston Martin.
Resistance. It's time to take back London.
Royal Guard. Oh, this year. Damn, I was not expecting that. I felt like it'd be pushed back to early next year.
Has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs
So,
series.
Watch Dogs October
What goes into
29th,
building those worlds?
Assassin's Creed
Here's Amanda
November
Mudd to tell us more.
19th, I believe it was leaked out yesterday.
My name's Amanda Mudd. I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict, and we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs.
Yeah, I'm surprised
In AC
it's
Unity,
October,
there was a
to be
world
honest.
somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2, and there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity.
There was a rumor that they delayed Watch Dogs
I was fortunate
to
enough to go to E3
get it
last
on the
year.
next gen
Some of the
consoles.
people
That's
that
why I
I
thought it'd be
was
maybe
showing
next
our
year.
demo to were from London, so no matter where I dropped them in the city, they would go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This, you know, this feels like Suffolk.
looks like
this feels
Camden.
Westminster." When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about
Couple
it,
weeks
that
before
feels so
Cyberpunk.
good as somebody who, you know, builds these.
What have we got
worlds
this year?
with
Cyberpunk, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Call of Duty ? I'm still not entirely sure what's going on with that. Halo Infinite.
And now some news for Brawlhalla fans. In just a
And Miles
few
Morales.
weeks, you'll be able to
There's a
battle
lot coming out this
with
year.
your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
So it was about 20 minutes of Watch Dogs gameplay. I reckon we'll get the same amount with Assassin's Creed. Maybe only a teaser for Far Cry. Because that's coming out next year. Valhalla. I did play this a bit. Maybe end of last year when Rayman, I think, got added into this. It was certainly a fun game. Will they bring it to mobile now, is it? And you can like choose where your controls are. Oh, and they added Adventure Time. That's cool. Hey, no worries. Cheers for hanging out, Jordan. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Tom Clancy action fix on the go? Or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises?
That's
in
super
gaming?
weird.
We've got you covered.
It looks too small for the backdrop of the office. There. Might and Magic Era of Chaos? What's this? Oh, is this a game that's already out? Okay. I've never heard of this. So many crossovers in this one game. I mean, they're probably catching up to Fortnite at this rate with the amount of crossovers. Have I never heard of this? Apparently it's a big game. Probably because is it a mobile game? Was it? Might and Magic. I think I'll pass on that personally.
The target is being held on the ground.
Elite Squad. Is this a game that's been out for like a year and I've never heard of? I recognise that character. Oh wait, this is Rainbow Six. That's why I recognise that character. Is this like a Valorant Counter-Strike styled version of Rainbow Six?
Contact! Moat chain is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound. Danger close.
More of a Raid Shadow Legends guy.
EMP.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Is this?
In your cell.
Splint. Is this a game that's already out?
Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Tom Clancy's Elite Squad coming soon. What is that? App Store, Google Play. It's a mobile game. Okay. I got excited. Yeah, it's a tactical mobile game.
Speaking of fancy, it's been 5 years since Rainbow Six Siege
Are we gonna get
launched, and the community
Splinter
has
Cell
never been stronger.
at the end of this
In
stream?
celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
In December 2015, a small team released Rainbow Six Siege. A game
Hey Hunter, how you
built on a
doing?
strong vision,
You've only really missed the Watch Dogs Legion
competitiveness,
trailer detail gameplay blowout thing. Assassin's Creed still to come, Far Cry 6, and I assume Gods and Monsters, and maybe something else. They're just kind of going over the mobile games at the
that
moment.
original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a
Tom
whole
Clancy's
new
series.
level.
The last, I guess this was the last Tom Clancy's game. That came out.
This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, more players today than we had in the past, it means the world to us.
But we also had our share of challenges.
Hackers.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity, all those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Hey Alan, this is just Ubisoft's summer event where they're revealing the games coming out later this year and next year. So Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, and hopefully some other stuff. We have Xbox's big one next week, which is hopefully going to be an absolutely killer show. But we'll see how the rest of this goes. Breakpoint? Yeah, no, they've already covered Breakpoint in their pre-show. All the stuff that's like currently out, they covered already. We might get like some new Ghost Recon, but I don't think Breakpoint did extremely well for them.
Strong. We're just getting started. From the devs that build the game to the community that plays it,
I feel like stuff like this could have been done in the pre-show that they had. I don't really know what they're going for here in terms of, is this supposed to be like an E3 showcase?
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
It's better than the EA Plays event so far.
We introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter.
Oh,
now,
Hyperscape, of
it's time
course.
to venture into the Hyperscape.
There was a lot of buzz when this game came out, and then it's kind of just gone like flat since then. I don't know if the beta ended or something. Hey, Dr. Von Crum, how you doing? Am I going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima? 100% Hunter. I'm getting the collector's edition end of this week. So I have an unboxing of that, and hopefully I'll stream and maybe make some content on it.
Hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay?
Oh, I think this launches today, doesn't it? It was beta last week. That's maybe why I haven't heard much of it.
Our future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities.
Oh, my camera's gone.
But the people at Prisma
I think my camera overheated.
changed everything. They gave everyone a way out. The Hyperscape. In the Hyperscape, the biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
Oh, there we go. I think I overheated or the battery died. One of those. Should be all good now.
You get good at combat.
No, they haven't, Roberto.
It can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately.
Who's my favourite system mascot? Well, Crash isn't really a PlayStation mascot anymore. Out of the current mascots, I don't know, Master Chief?
Disappearing from the real world.
Ready Player 1 is a real game.
Lies at the heart of hyperscape.
You see they announced Ready Player 2?
Have to find it. Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the hyperscape.
Hey, thank you very much, Alan. Appreciate that.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch, seeing it grow, adding ideas is really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the hyperscape.
The game takes place in 2054. It's in a future where humanity has grown a little darker. One of the companies there, they are launching what's called the hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the
I don't know if I'm just kind of
converges.
bored with battle royales at this point because there's been so many.
In the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city of Neo Arcadia.
Or if just none of them are doing anything new enough for me. I like what they do at the end of this game and how they close the circle.
A lot of new things. You get
It's like segments of the map instead of the circle getting smaller and smaller.
Interiors where it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal. We introduced the
Didn't like
notion
Ready
of
Player 1,
hacks,
very boring for me.
special
Yeah, that
abilities
movie
that
was
you can
pretty
pick up
bad.
on the fly to adapt your
Well,
tactics. With hacks, you can do things
movie
like
and book.
teleport
I'd never
yourself,
read the book.
you can put yourself into
But I
a
watched the
role and,
movie.
bounce around the battlefield. So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with. And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact
Kind of
with the
hope
game on
Cyberpunk
different
gets
levels
third
through
person.
the
Yeah.
Twitch extension.
I think they've said it's
every
just
few
going to be
minutes,
first
there's
person.
going to be a vote,
Maybe when the
and
multiplayer
viewers
comes
will
out
be
in a
able
year,
to decide
they'll have like
what
third
effect
person
they
in that.
want to affect the whole battle. So things like changing the gravity, infinite
Versus
ammo,
strikes.
or stuff like that. So players, while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff that is happening.
There was a Twitter account, wasn't there, like
So for
a
me,
month
it's really
ago
exciting
that someone
because
found for
right
Prince of
now, as we
Persia,
speak, we're launching
which
the
was
open
locked.
beta, and so it's
Maybe
gonna
we
be
get,
available
maybe
for,
that's the
free to
one
play
more
for
thing.
all PC
Prince of
players
Persia.
worldwide. And I really want to thank all the players, all the streamers, and all the viewers who participated in tech test and who will participate.
Don't blame
in the
Battle
open
Royales
beta.
everywhere now. Yeah.
Here's a
There's
short link
see,
of what you can expect.
I would love Halo Battle Royale. And I'm trying to think what other games. I think Halo and COD. COD's done a real good job. I watched Dr. Lupo play this last week when it came out, and I don't know. It looked like it'd be fun to play a game or two, but it didn't look like a game that I'd want to invest my time into and rank up and buy skins and stuff. Maybe that's because I'm not actually playing it though. Mate, Vein Pain. I am right with you there. I cannot wait for Friday. Oh. What's happened there? Hold on. Where's my camera doing?
The digital world of the hyperscape gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to designing characters.
Production manager Anna Maria Muska is going to take us behind the scenes of character design.
There we go. My autofocus was just like,
Anna
nah.
Maria Muska. I'm the production manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape.
I should have had one of those like
We
really
have
deep
paid
voices
an
and just be in the
exceptional
shadow.
amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people.
Does
For
the sign up
second
not
we pick
working
a
for me
character,
only?
you see them in game, you understand what their motivations
Sign
are
up
and
for
what drives them
Hyperscape?
and what challenges them.
I'm not sure.
This was the first lineup of characters.
I
This is
signed
our
up
default base.
last week and got in, but I don't have the PC to play it, so I got a free code, I guess.
Thought of, would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person
suppose
enjoy
it's-
the type of tattoos that
Give
we
us
put
Ray.
on them? Will they
There's still a
actually
chance.
like to be
Half an
in
hour.
this body?
Are we gonna get Rayman?
Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game. We're very excited to see it in people's hands.
Hold on.
As we move into the next generation of gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
Cool. I'm in
Now
focus.
we have a
Just
special
checking.
guest to tell us a little more.
This looks boring.
Hey
Yeah.
everyone, Phil
Hey.
Spencer from Xbox.
Now you have my
With
interest.
Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX Ray
Totally
Tracing
not reading off a
to
script.
create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before. Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds, setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I love the time I've spent exploring the world in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yo, Milo May, that would have been even better
All right.
way to
I know
play
you've been waiting to hear
Hyperscape.
more about this game since it
We
was
love Phil.
announced back in
Phil
April.
can't do anything wrong.
And now it's
He's
time for a deep dive into the world of
he's our
Vikings.
savior over at
My
Xbox.
name is Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So a couple of weeks ago,
New
we announced
outfits
Assassin's
for all our
Creed
characters, only
Valhalla, and the
$5.99.
reaction
Ugh.
from the fans was just amazing.
It's gonna be
The
like
time
that, isn't it?
period of Vikings is really, really
more,
inspiring.
talk, and more talk.
When we did our research, we found that they were not mindless barbarians.
I have to say,
Vikings were actually farmers trying to
EA
find new
may
lands for
have a
themselves.
better
And so they had
event
really
than
human
this at the
motivations.
moment.
So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths
kind of just-
and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings
The gameplay
did,
demos are after
to
this.
really experience what it meant to
In-depth
be a Viking
breakdown
at
of
that time.
gameplay or something is after this. We'll
And
have a
then
look at that, see what
moving
that's about.
Norway, which is barren but majestic.
You
and
can
just
see the word
coming
dot
by
script
boat
in his eyes.
in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment
Right, put the
that
message.
most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want.
When is
players
EA?
to
Oh no,
experience
EA's
in
event
this
was
game.
2 weeks ago, and the
It
best
is
thing they had was
personal
Skate
adventure,
4
you know, it is the
announcement,
story of Eivor,
and it was
a
pretty
Viking
boring.
chieftain.
And but
Eivor
this isn't
is,
anything really
either
any
a
better
male
at the
or a
moment.
female. You decide when you start the game.
No,
will
Michael,
have to
they're
leave Norway
kind of
to
on it
settle
now
in
at the moment.
England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan.
Full of life shows empty field with no life in it. Classic Ubisoft.
Vikings were brutal warriors.
There's gonna be like 1 million things to collect on the map.
And the fact
And
that they
20
were
million side
mastering a lot of
missions.
weapons coming from
And towers to
medieval
climb up, lots of
times
towers to
really
climb up.
inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system, to leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face to face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle.
Politics
so
of
we want
Vikings?
to
What?
portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
Everything they're showing us between this guy talking is just from the reveal trailer, right? It's not actually been anything new so
We
far.
are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
But I saw gameplay last week when it leaked out. I watched 30 minutes of gameplay.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid.
The graphics
Tomorrow we may build.
are pretty.
England is a dark age town
Pretty
of
good.
broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot.
30 minutes will be this. Could you imagine if they just showed us that gameplay that leaked out last week?
To lead your raiding crew into battle.
They got Levolution? No. Burn down buildings with new Levolution.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement.
And back, did you
giving
say
you
what?
access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities.
I don't think it really matters, Alan. If you pre-order it, you get it day one. If you buy it day one, you get it day one.
And legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
I wish they'd just drop the name of Assassin's Creed.
Every
It's not
archetype offers a
Assassin's
unique
Creed
challenge.
anymore, is it?
Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will
And the
use
compression
nearby
on this
objects
stream
to
is
their advantage,
yikes.
including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with a Viking harpoon. Pummel them with throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance. Or finish them off. Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
Is the camera like extra zoomed out than it normally is in these Assassin's Creeds? It kind of feels like it.
Combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including 2 shields.
But I haven't played an Assassin's Creed in a couple of years, so the Witcher DLC looks good.
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not
Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft, bring back the multiplayer, you cowards.
Avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities.
Canterbury, Lincoln.
Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes. An unseen hunter among the people.
When I hear Viking, I don't think stealth, nah. Quite the opposite.
From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital.
Same
to
level
keeping
up weapon
yourself
menu
sharp.
up from the previous games.
must feed off the
See, I
land
don't like
for
this whole
open
RPG route they've gone with this.
Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
Stonehenge?
Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to
I
strengthen
like this,
yourself
that like
and
puzzle
your
aspect to these games.
The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, show no mercy!
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today, we will reclaim her. Today, we fight for your land. And tomorrow, we rebuild.
Forest Angler.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge
That guy's
surprise
big.
with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Not Assassin's Saga, eh? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yawning here. Stay tuned for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay in our post-show. Just give us a massive Lord of the Rings RPG. Yeah, they haven't done a Mordor game, or a Shadow game.
9th century
Shadow
England
game.
is truly unlike anything
In a
the
long time,
franchise has
couple
seen
years
before.
now.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series
If it's more
X,
like God of War in
PlayStation
terms of
5,
gameplay, I might buy it,
Xbox
but I
One,
never really liked
PS4,
Assassin's Creed games
PC,
anyway. See, I used to
and
love the old ones. Yeah,
Close
the
to
old
wrapping up
ones.
today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
We've got 20 minutes.
You will have enjoyed what you have
There's
seen
one more
today,
thing.
and
That's
that
Far
you
Cry
will
6,
love
isn't it?
playing these games. I am proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come. So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Is it the trailer that I watched yesterday? Oh. Prince of Persia. No, Far Cry. It is Far Cry. Oh no. It's not Far Cry. Oh, it is Far Cry. Okay. I got excited there. I thought it might be Prince of Persia. This is a bit of a weird. It's like the intro sequence to a game or a TV show. I give it to Ubisoft. They always do sick like trailers like this. They did a really, really good one for Division 1 and 2. And Watch Dogs 1. Yeah, I don't know if they'd previously announced there was another one coming. So I'm guessing the next one, whenever that is going to have like all the unannounced games that we don't know about. Which is what I thought this would be, but... And the rumour is is it Vaz from Far Cry 3, the villain? I never played the Far Cry 3. James Bond opening credits. It is kind of like that. It definitely gives off that vibe. Now, is this the trailer that I watched on Saturday? Because it leaked out in Spanish? Yep. I watched this whole thing in Spanish. I think it was Spanish, at least. No spoilers, but he holds a grenade in his hand.
It's beautiful, Nigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now.
Yeah. PS5 has had the best event so far.
Which means that someday
Perfect buddies.
you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy.
The only thing I've seen him in is The Mandalorian.
Opinions, noise, indecision.
And he was good in that.
Strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Bet he trips. Oh! That, if you showed that to me, I'd say that was real life.
Call you evil.
I've not seen Breaking Bad, no. I know he's in it.
And give you this. So you tell me, are you
Look how good he looks.
Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all.
Assassin's Creed Revolutions had a pretty good trailer. Yeah, I love that one. That had the Woodkid music. I think it was that one. Had Woodkid. Oh, he is the dentist in Payday 2, isn't he? End of trailer. Far Cry 6. So, their big reveal for this stream, I'm assuming that was the big reveal for this stream, there might be something more coming, unfortunately leaked 2 days ago.
Wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward. Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion,
So the rumor is that the
cyber
kid
chaos of
grows up to be
and the epic
Vaas
reveal of
from
Far
Far Cry
Cry's
3,
newest
because
installment,
he's got the same scar in
along
his
with so
eyebrow,
much more.
and it's a prequel
Remember,
to that game.
We'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and updates.
Thanks for joining us.
So the next Ubisoft Forward is the one that I think most people expected this one to be.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ubisoft Forward post-show. My name is Yusuf Magid, and this is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're going to take a deep dive into about 30 minutes of gameplay, and we're joined by
30
a
minutes of
very
gameplay.
special guest here.
Hey everyone, this is Philippe Bergeron, otherwise known as Fizz. I am the quest director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
So
Is
Fizz,
this
we're
the-
setting up here for what looks like an epic encounter. Tell
I
us
think this is
exactly
the
what's
leaked
going
gameplay that came out.
Yeah, so here we're...
Spoiler, he
midway
fumbled a
through
nade,
the
blew,
that
blew up the main villain roll credits.
Here
Was
we're
it
looking at the
Assassin's
assault
Creed? Was
of
it Far
Burnt
Cry
Castle. So
4,
these are big
where you could
moments
like
that
kill the villain
usually,
within the first
sort of
5 minutes of
culminate
the
at
game
end
or
of the
something,
story.
and it would roll
So
credits?
Here, Avar, our Viking raider, is taking a
Ming
group of raiders and
Fei,
thirds
I think the
into Burnt
villain's name was?
Castle to go and take down Ruid and his clan.
So who exactly is Rued, and why does Eivor sort of want to pick a fight with him?
Basically, Rued comes into play about halfway through this story arc, where at the beginning of the arc, this is something
Like,
that
this
happened
game
before.
looks cool,
Rued
but it just
basically
doesn't
caused
look
a lot of
exciting.
turmoil within the territory, and
I'm heading out,
Oswald,
thanks
who's
for
the
stream,
sort of
bro. No worries.
element
Thank you for
to
hanging
be
out, Loco Guy.
at this territory
I'll be
needs your
streaming
help
again
to
on Wednesday with
bring
some
them
CTR, but then
Oswald
we'll be
having
doing a
just
live
been
reaction to the
defeated
Xbox
in a
Game
previous
Showcase
quest, and so
next
here
week,
this
which
revenge, but also
hopefully
accomplishing
would
your own
be
goal.
So Fizz,
a
as you're
really good
talking,
one.
we're seeing
Lots of
some
unannounced
combat
games and stuff.
of Valhalla. Can you tell us a little bit about the changes to combat this time around?
We wanted to
I'm going to turn this down slightly.
new mechanics to it.
And Far Cry
So
5,
we
you can do
added,
Far Cry
like,
5 as well.
building for the player, like a stun system in there. And we really needed to
You can refuse to arrest the leader and it goes straight to credits. I'm in Far Cry 5. Huh. Something about Far Cry I've never really got like hooked into them.
Oswald, he lives. Oswald lives!
Eivor, is that you? Shut your ass, twig spine.
Here, Eivor has taken her entire army through the assault, and finally, it's revealed that our Elderman, our ally, Oswald, is still alive.
We'll stick with this for a bit. I think they'll probably do half an hour of this and then half an hour of Watch Dogs. And I'm interested to see what the Watch Dogs gameplay looks like, so we'll stick with this for the moment.
Come and get him.
In Far Cry 4, he says stay there, and obviously you get up and leave, but if you stay there for 10 minutes, he comes back and you get a cutscene and beat the game. That's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
Face off against Rued. She has her allies.
I remember seeing the video on IGN of that.
Now it's time to go one-on-one against Rued in one of our boss battles, actually.
Your battle is not yet won, Oswald.
And it's worth pointing out, actually, that here what we're showing is the player going and facing off against Rued aggressively, but we tend to always have to support a 360-degree approach in these things. So the player could have approached us a little bit more stealthily and gotten at least like a good critical hit on either Rued or his wolf, and so you can play this a little bit more strategically if that's your playstyle.
So we're not only fighting Rued here, but also his pet wolf, right?
One of my preferred strategies is to eliminate the wolf first. Just
Oh,
focus
that was a bad audio
cut. One opponent out of the combat. Now Rued will have
It sounded like it, at
extra
least.
abilities that come into play if you do eliminate his wolf. But I think
cheers Bix, appreciate the £2. I'm off, keep up the good work. Hey, speak to you soon. Cheers for hanging out for a bit. Cheers for the £2. Actually, I don't know anymore. Maybe it was only 5 I'm thinking of. Yeah. I think maybe you could do the same kind of thing in 5. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. You know what? I don't know if I can be bothered to sit through 30 minutes of Assassin's Creed gameplay. How long has it been going for? 3 minutes. We've got another 27 minutes of this.
Eivor, no! He should be tried before God, a lawful assembly.
All right, so we
Wolf has took so many chops to kill.
What comes next?
If you've seen the leaked gameplay, the character's up against like, I think it's like 5 or 6 wolves, and they're getting absolutely battered by all these wolves, and it takes like 10 hits to kill a single wolf. It's ridiculous, and they just keep on coming.
But Eivor couldn't have done it alone. She clearly had to recruit some folks along the way, get some troops, get some allies. So let's actually rewind and see how we went about first gathering those troops.
Right. So when coming up to an assault,
My favourite character, Anglo-Saxon man,
into pretty much any location,
followed closely by Anglo-Saxon child.
a stealthy Viking, eliminating some of the assets, which ultimately would be a strategy. You can do that, and you'll have some of the ingredients or of the assets there that will have been sabotaged, but you still need an army. So here what we're seeing is Eivor going around the countryside and raising what we call a fyrd, which is the men and the women of the territory who come up and fight in the name of a king. So here Eivor is going around and trying to convince people to fight in the name of Oswald.
Did Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey have dialogue choices as well? I think Odyssey did, if I remember correctly.
What? Toy
defense of a lost cause.
Yeah, so she's really using like the image and like the leadership that Ellsworth had, what he meant to the people in his name. She's going to recruit these people.
Pretty words, Dane, but the men of Theovard have their own battles to fight.
So we're told by this Reeve that there are troops, there are allies that he could add to.
You're late. You've come at the end of it. It's already finished, unfortunately, just Disco Potato. We just have gameplay of Assassin's Creed at the moment. But you know what? What I think I might do is I might just end it here. And then I will catch up with the Watch Dogs gameplay on YouTube at a later date, because I don't know, something about this Assassin's Creed doesn't interest me. I was super excited when we first saw I'm gonna switch this for a bit. I was super excited for this game when it first got revealed, but now I don't know, something about it. This gameplay doesn't really do anything for me. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. If you guys want, you can head over to the Ubisoft YouTube channel and they'll continue streaming this, and then there'll be some Watch Dogs gameplay in about 20 minutes after this. I'll have a look at that on YouTube at a later date. We will be streaming again later this week on Wednesday, probably. We're going to be doing a quick CTR stream because I haven't done one in a while. And then next week on Thursday, I believe it is, at 5 PM, we will be doing a live reaction to the Xbox Game Showcase. So we're going to be seeing Halo, Everwild, probably Fable, and hopefully a few more surprises and stuff. I know they've said there's third-party games as well. If I had to give this event a rating out of 10, I think I gave EA a 6, just because of Skate 4 kind of clawed it back, or Skate. I'm going to give this one a 6 as well. I was kind of expecting this to be the next Ubisoft Forward event that they teased, where they're going to be showing off unannounced games. It's a bit of a shame that the big sort of surprise for this live stream was leaked out on Friday, and then had the trailer leaked out on Saturday. And also some of this gameplay was leaked out on Wednesday, I think it was, last week as well. So yeah, gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Not the best event, but the Watch Dogs stuff at the beginning was pretty cool. I have a long few weeks ahead. I'm going to have to beat like 18 Resident Evil games. I've beaten the original 3 plus Survivor on PS1. Now I'm on Code Veronica X on PS2. I've bought every game for Resident Evil. Nice. I was going to say maybe we'll see some Resident Evil Village, but probably not, because I think they've got a marketing deal with PlayStation, so we probably won't see that at the Xbox event. But yeah, we'll be back later on in the week. I'll have tons of videos throughout the week as well. Thank you to everyone for hanging out. We had Hunter, we had Damon, we had Disco Potato, we had Roberto H. Thank you, Bix, for the 2 quid super chat. We had Milo May, we had Loco Guy, we had Ben, we had Jasmine, Little Light, we had Jordan earlier as well. We had Morty come in and say hi. We had Alan. We had Emperor. We had Coco Jack. We had Vein Pain. And Dr. Crumb as well. A lot of you guys. So thank you very much for hanging out. And yeah, we'll be back later in the week. And then next Thursday for the big Xbox event, which I'm so excited for. Until then, hope you guys all have an awesome rest of your weekend. Hope you all have an awesome rest of your week. And as always, take care. Bye-bye.